All right, how you going, guys? What's going on? Hi, Denifel. How are you? Nice to see you, buddy. I'm just getting set up. I was in the kitchen. I was grabbing my tea out of the microwave because I was sitting here setting up, and my tea was sitting getting cold, so I had to heat it up quickly. And I like to hit when. How do you do this? I'm sitting waiting for the microwave to count down, so I just pop the tea in there for a minute just to heat it up. And I see on my monitor that my show is ready to start. It's like, let's go! My computer's saying, let's go! Hi, everybody. I'm Quicks, by the way. This is Quicks Arcade. I should do some station identification. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you're lurking, how you doing? If you're watching this on YouTube or a VOD, how you doing? Nice to have you here. We're playing Metro Exodus, and it's an awesome game, and I'm taking my time with it, savoring it. I'm enjoying it. I was just getting my tea. It needed a little heating up. So I went to the microwave. I put it in there for a minute. And I like to stop the microwave with 1 second left. I don't ever let it go to zero. I stop it with 1 second left, so that the alarm doesn't go off, and I feel like a bomb disposal guy. You cleared another act of Vesperia? Explain this to me, Denifel. Act of Vesperia. Does that mean? Is that like chapter in the game? Is there like 10, 12, 15 acts in the game, and each one is like a chapter in the game? You summoned Undyne and killed one of the major bad guys with Patty, I'm assuming, with Patty and her magical roulette wheel and her star attack. The world changes depending upon your story progression. Oh, okay, cool. Is that going to be the same for me when I play Tales of Berseria? Or is it different? Of course, with Patty. Who else would it be but Patty? I gotta go look at that too, because I still have to pick that game up for our... Yes, okay. All right. Do I get... Hey, here's a question tonight. Do I get Patty when I play Tales of Berseria on March 12th? Do I get Patty? Is she part of that package, or is it a different story? How similar and different are Berseria and Vesperia? Hi, Appletree, how are you? If your anniversary is in 1 year, why does it say Steam number 357? That's a good question. The reason it says that is because during the course of the year, we had sometimes, I had some technical issues, or Twitch crashed, or the internet was shitty. So some of my videos, and there were some casts where I did 2 casts on a Friday, right? I did a Friday afternoon and a Friday evening cast for Red Dead Redemption 1. So there's more actual total casts than there are days in the year. That's why. March 12th. Yeah, I knew what you meant, though. I knew what you meant. Patty is Tales of Berseria only. All right. Is there in Tales of Berseria, is there a Patty-like character? Is there a character I should be looking to obtain? Or is the game so different? I can't even find it. Am I spelling it wrong? It's on Steam, right? Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Why? That's so weird. Why would it do that? Did I type it wrong? Oh, I did. Okay, Berseria. I spelt it wrong. That's why. I typed in the search bar Tales of Berseria the way I thought it was spelt, and it ended up showing like 7th or 8th on the list, so I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't be first. But now I know why, because I'm a terrible speller. Berseria has Maggie Lou. And is Maggie Lou the main character in the story? Do you get her from the start? Or is she a character that you... obtain as you go? Men and beasts possessed by evil spirits hunted and killed anyone they could. So I'm a chick. Is this Maggie Lou, this chick right here? Why do you think that birds fly? That's just the way things are. Your feelings aren't going to change anything. I'm going to turn into a werewolf and kill you. She's going to get the crazy claw. No. Okay. Why don't you just play the game instead of asking for questions? Oh, these are all spoilers? I didn't know these were spoilers. I thought these were just straight up common knowledge stuff. Oh, I don't want spoilers. I'll never forget this as long as I live. Tale of emotion versus reason. I'm either going to really enjoy this or I'm going to really hate this. Oh, I'm sure I'll find. I'm sure I'm gonna like it. I'll find stuff in it I like. She's serious though. Strong female lead character. This stuff looks like cool to me. But then I go to this screen and I get concerned. This concerns me, this stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. Both, yeah. Yeah, I suppose if you're deep into anime, then you'd be familiar with all of this stuff. All right. That screen really concerns me. Now, that's a really concerning screen right there. But then I look at this screen and I go, okay. This is just when there's combat going on, right? Screens like this. And you're only controlling one character, right? I'm not controlling like 6 characters here and doing... The combat is simple? Okay. All right. You know what? I won't spoil it for myself. I won't even look at it. Until the day of. What day of the week is that anyway? What day is our 1-year anniversary? March 12th, I know. What day is that? It's a Friday, is it? Or is it not? Wait. March 12th. No, it's a Tuesday. Okay. So it's we're here. So we're basically 1, 2, 3 weeks away. So 21 days, is that right? Well, 3 weeks away. Because you controlled 10 characters. What? You have to connect 4 controllers because you control 10 characters at once with 16 million different combos. Shut up, did I? You should play Apex Legends on this Friday. You want me to try Apex Legends? You guys want to play it with me? I'll play any game you guys, you want to join me together with me. We'll probably do some Sea of Thieves because I know Sunturo really likes that game and Burn really likes that game, and they're members of the community. But we move around on game to game. So, if Old Apple Tree, if I fire up Apex Legends, you gonna play it with me? Are you gonna jump in and show me the ropes? You gotta play though, Apple Tree. You gotta play with me. You gotta show me what's up. 1 combo for each type of enemy, depending upon the moon phase. See, don't spoil. See, I don't understand what that is. Sea of Thieves? Okay, you gonna play Sea of Thieves too? You should join us on Sea of Thieves as well, Old Apple Tree. I don't know what you game on. Do you game on PC, or do you game on PS4, or do you game on Xbox? You can play Sea of Thieves on PC or Xbox. I don't think it's available for PS4. But let me look at Apex Legends. Apex Legends is a free game, right? It's not a game that I would play on my own, but those are the kind of games I would definitely play with friends or with my community. Apex Legends. Where is it? Apex, the Legacy of Music. Oh, you know what? It's an EA game, isn't it? It's not going to be on the Steam store, is it? EA never shares money with anybody. EA's greedy. It would be on the Origin shop, right? It's Origin only, yeah. You game on PS4. I don't think they have Sea of Thieves for. I don't think they have Sea of Thieves. Is Apex Legends cross-platform like Fortnite? If you play on the PS4 and I'm on the PC, can we play together still, or no? Are we able to play together or no? We put passwords in here, so I gotta bring this up. Sea of Thieves is Microsoft. Yeah, only Microsoft, right? That's too bad. Because Sea of Thieves is a lot of fun. It's not a game that I would play on my own. I would find that game really boring on my own. But it's weird you get games like that. Like Sea of Thieves, I would find that really boring on my own. But to play with friends, it's crazy fun. It's like flip-flop. Okay. Apex Origin Access. Is it in... It's a free game, so why wouldn't they put it in their vault? They don't? Why don't they put Apex Legends in their vault? I guess just because it's free, they don't need to. Store. So here we go. Apex Legends. No crossplay yet. You'll be back on the PC soon and we can play a few. Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I'll definitely consider it. I'll definitely consider. You know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll preload it so that I'll have it available. I'll have it ready to go. But I wouldn't play it unless there were other people in chat on Friday that want to play it with me, because it's not a game. Apex Legends is not a game I would play on my own. I might peek at it. We might, you know, if I have it preloaded, I might put it on for a moment, play one match or something, and then get out if nobody joins me. But if people want to play with me, I'm willing to run around and play around in it. But I don't think that's something that I would play on my own. It's just not my style of game. If there was like one, I think Wolfgasm suggested Titanfall 2, because he suggested it for the story campaign as a short stream that we could do. If I needed there were a couple of days between like we finish a game and a new release comes out. Let's say we finish a game on the 20th, right, of March, and the 22nd of March is Sekiro, right? So there's a couple of days to fill in. He suggested a game like Titanfall 2's campaign because he said, I own it, I've never played it, and he said it's really good. But maybe it might be something I would do too. Games like Sea of Thieves and Apex Legends are not games you play on your own either, yeah? You need a crew. Yeah, they're more fun with a bunch of people, right? Like the whole point of Sea of Thieves is there's really nothing to do in Sea of Thieves. Other than sail around and go to islands and dig up treasure chests and get loot and sail around and get more loot and turn it in and get better looking, cooler looking ship and better looking gear on your body and cooler looking weapons and skins. That's what you do in that game. But that by itself isn't really fun. The fun of it is, oh my god, am I gonna get these treasure chests back to the depot because there's a guy chasing me or another crew, pirate crew in a boat chasing me, and we're gonna have to fight. Load the cannons, boys, I'm bringing it round. That's the fun part of that game. Titanfall 2 is great. Awesome. Well, that's definitely something I want to look at, because I've heard that apple tree from a number of people. Hi, Oblivion Guard. Nice to see you there. I saw you in there. Super Meat Boy. That's your Super Meat Boy emoji, right? That's a game I own that I've never played, and I'm told that's a super hard platformer. That might be something I would look at too to play at some point in time, when I'm looking to torture all you guys as I die over and over and over and over and over and over. Which is what I did a lot of yesterday when we were playing Metro Exodus. I wanted to do a mission in Metro Exodus sneaky style, and I decided that yesterday would be the day we would give it a shot and we would do the bridge mission, and that ended up being an entire cast to figure out how to go from where I was basically to the top of the bridge control room and not kill anybody. So I had to figure out a pattern to run and work out the pattern on my own, and we did it. In the end, if you stuck it out to the end, or if you watched the VOD, at the very end of my stream, I completed that mission. I managed to go from the tugboat where we arrived up through the whole shantytown area, knocking people out as I went, not alerting anybody, getting to the elevator that you have to get to, going up to the bridge control area, which is also guarded, and there's a church ritual going on. They're worshiping the fish, knocking people out and sneaking my way up, and then up to the area where you lower the bridge, and taking the guy who controlled the preacher guy hostage and lowering the bridge. We managed to do it. We actually managed to complete that mission without killing anybody, sneaky style. And I am very happy that I tried to do that, and I'm very happy that I was successful in doing that. I watched some of the playback of that VOD for quality control purposes, and I realized that that area that I was running around in, the lighting in that area was, what I saw on my monitor was really awesome. It was really good. It was super dark with like bright spots of light where the lamps were on and the fires were burning. However, when I looked at the VOD, a lot of that playthrough seemed really dark and hard to see. So if I get into other areas, like I think we're in a big open area now, but if I get into other areas like that, which we probably will as we play forward on the game, I'll probably pump up the brightness, not from me, but on OBS. I'll probably push it up a bit so it's a little easier for you guys to see, because I know watching it on the playback just to see how the recording was, there was a lot of darkness, and it was hard to kind of tell where you were and what was going on. Ori and the Blind Forest, 100%. Yes, I own that game. I was one of these guys. I was excited about that game. I'll tell you what happened to me. I was excited about that game, so I bought it, and I have it here somewhere. There it is, Ori and the Blind Forest. I bought it with every intention to play it, and then I was watching Man. I was on a train coming back from Toronto, and I was watching Man vs. Game play it on my iPad, and he stopped his cast about 2 hours in because he found out that they were coming out, at that time they were coming out, with Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition, which I also own. And he got pissed off that he had just bought the game to play it and that they were already coming out with a Definitive Edition. And he was pissed off. He says, well, why am I playing this then? Because by the time, he said, I feel like I'm playing the game that isn't finished. And he was mad. He says, I'm not going to play this anymore. We're going to end the cast. He came back the next day and he played something else. But he was mad because he didn't like the fact that he had just got the game, and no sooner had he got the game than they were like coming out with a Definitive Edition like a month down the road. So he was like, I don't want to play it until I've actually got the complete edition. He said he's going to go back and finish this or play this game too. That's a platformer, right? That's like a side-scroll platformer with puzzles and things, I think, right? From what I saw of Man vs. Games playthrough. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, it's got a story, like a beautiful story, right? Let me look at some of these stills. Yeah, like a side-scroller with beautiful color. It reminds me a little bit, only much more graphically intense. It reminds me of like Hollow Knight a little bit. With like, you've got a little character, your little character, and he's running around these lands and he's fighting creatures and jumping platforms, and there's a little bit of Hollow Knight in that. Although I'm sure the story is quite different, and probably you're above ground and not underground. But yeah, like that little character reminds me of Hollow Knight a little bit. Speaking of Hollow Knight, I've been playing a lot of Hollow Knight lately. I have my Switch in my bedroom. And when I come home early hours of the morning before I go to sleep, I just lay there and I play a little bit of Hollow Knight. And I have whoever's casting, one of the casters, Twitch casters on my laptop in the background. And 9 times out of 10, I wake up later that day or later today or whenever, and my Switch is out of juice. And it's like laying on my face or it's laying on my shoulder. And my laptop is out of juice because I didn't plug it in. What do I think of Ori and the Blind? What did I think of it? Or what do I think? I've never played it, but it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Have you played it, Old Apple Tree? Have you completed it? Or have you watched people play it maybe? Or do you have it on PS4? I apologize, by the way. I'm just looking at my playback. And I apologize for not having a new title. Or it should say Metro Exodus number 7, 358. And it says number 5, 357, and there's a reason for that. That's because Twitch is shitting the bed, and I can't load my dashboard for some reason. So I'm not able to change the numbers. So we have to put up with, I'll change that. Once the VOD goes up, I can go in and edit it, but I can't change it. Twitch is having trouble today. You've played it? Did you finish it? You played all the way through? I heard that it's hard. Did you find it hard? I heard it's not an easy platformer. That there's a lot of like tricky and difficult passages. But we'll definitely play this year. Not the Definitive Edition. What's the difference between the regular and the Definitive? I tell you what I did. I was watching because I got both, right? I was watching Man play it, and then I found out the Definitive Edition was coming out, so I didn't buy it. I only waited until the Definitive Edition came out. And for some reason, when I think it was like a year or a year and a half ago I bought it, maybe longer. For some reason, when I bought the Definitive Edition, both editions showed up in my library. So I guess they just, if you buy this one, they give you that one for free or something. I don't know. But what's the difference between the regular and the Definitive? I suppose I could just go and look at the store page, eh? Is it DLC or add-on stuff that you get? Is that is that the difference? Purchase the Definitive Edition and receive a copy of the original game. Yeah, see, that's what happened to me, if you don't already own it. Well, why would they do that, though? What use is that? Okay, what good is that to you, right? I can't give anybody a game. If I own a game in my library, Steam doesn't let you give your games to anybody. You just can't. You can buy one as a gift and send it to somebody as a gift, but if I own a game in my library, I can't give it to anybody. So what good is it to me if they give me a copy of the original one at the same time they give me a copy of the definitive one? Why would I ever care? Why would I ever play it? When would I ever use it? You found it too hard. Oh, shit. Is there stuff in the original that you can't do in the definitive? New in the definitive edition, packed with new and additional content, new areas, new secrets, new abilities, more story, multiple difficulty modes, full backtracking support, discover Naru's past, 2 brand new environments, master 2 powerful new abilities, dash and light burst, find the new secret areas and explore Nibel faster by teleporting between spirit wells. So there's a lot more in the definitive edition. So I wonder why they did that. I mean, it sounds really nice, right? Oh wow, I'm gonna get a copy of the original game as well. But when would you ever friggin' use it? You can't give it to anybody. What are you gonna do with it? It's just gonna take up space in your library. I have no idea why. I mean, wasn't there a time when Twitch let you gift games out of your library? Wasn't there a time when you could take games from your library and just give them to people? You could say, you know what, I don't play this anymore. Here, you have it. I'll transfer my digital rights of this game to you. But they don't let you do that anymore, right? Maybe Ori and the Blind Forest was back in the day when they did still let you do that. So I could buy the definitive edition, get a free copy of the old version, and gift it to somebody from my library. But as far as I know, you're not allowed to do that anymore, which is a shame. I also have this game I picked up not too long ago, Sunless Sea. I've never played it. I heard that's a pretty cool game as well. Very text-based, text-driven. And there's a new one out called Sunless Skies, which is the latest edition. But I wouldn't play Sunless Skies until I'd played the first one, Sunless Sea. But that's a different kind of gaming experience, right? That's a really text-driven experience. For people to, I guess you zoom around on let me look at the store page. You go around you're on a submarine or something, right? Under the water? Yeah. And you, it's like a survival. You're in a submarine, you're exploring areas under the water, and you only get so much gear, and you travel from place to place, but it's primarily text-driven. But it's like a text-driven survival game. I know I got so many games, but that's a good thing because we can play these games and explore these games together. And a lot of these games, like for example, Ace Combat 7. A lot of these games are amazingly good games, awesome games. Ace Combat 7, I highly recommend that game. That game is so much fun to play. But I wouldn't recommend streaming it. That's always the problem, right? Is you got to go through your library when you're a streamer and say, oh, you know what, I'd love to play this game. I want to try this game, but should I play it on stream? This might be another one where I don't know if it's a good game to stream because it's really probably very, very, very slow paced. Maybe for a chill stream or something, if we had like a day to... And the opposite is Ace Combat 7, which is so hyperactive and quick-paced, you can't look away from the screen. You're flying your fighter, and there's shit going on all around you, and you're flying close to the ground, and you're bombing stuff, and it's all in real-time 3D combat, and you're working your controller, and you're working your keyboard and mouse, and you're pressing buttons. If you turn and you look at chat like this, you're dead. If you look away, you're dead. You're going to mess up the mission. So you get so tunnel-visioned, and you're having a good time, but you're so tunnel-visioned that you forget to tell your mouth to say stuff to your chat, and you're not looking at your chat. So you end up being a solo. You end up being like one of those guys you see on Twitch. You don't want to be one of those guys, but you end up being one of those guys that streams on Twitch and doesn't talk. You know, you click on the channel, and the guy's in the corner like he's sitting on his couch at home playing by himself, and he doesn't even know that he's streaming, although he's streaming. You know, you don't want to be that guy. But that's what Ace Combat 7 does to you. It turns you into a streaming zombie because you're just so focused. Now, maybe a game like Sunless Sea would do the opposite. It would be so chill that you could, like, you know, spend a lot of time talking and interacting with chat as you kind of explore the game together. But then again, it might be so chill and so text-driven with so much reading that it becomes kind of like reading a book. It might be like reading a book to chat. It might be a little boring, right? guess it depends on the kind of streamer you are and the kind of chat that you have, like the kind of audience you have that day and the kind of mood everybody's in. But I picked that up. I thought that might be a cool game to check out. I might look at it myself and then decide if I wanted to stream something like that. Ori and the Blind Forest seems like the perfect middle ground, where it's you know, it's enough action and enough difficulty that you're going to die and be exciting and interesting to your audience, but at the same time, well, look, stream's ending. Hang on. That's the wrong song. Go back here. There we go. Something chill. I was trying to put some more music. I screwed up a little bit. I was trying to put some more music on my music bar program. I thought maybe some smooth jazz or some cool jazz. Here, you know what? Let me throw a song on right now. Something different. But I accidentally did it wrong, and I erased all my music, and I had to quickly hustle and put some tunes up on my foo-bars. Here, like, let's put some coffee. Let's pretend we're at Starbucks or something. Let me find some coffee jazz here. 1 second. What song? Well, I don't know. I'll just guess at something. Let me grab this song right here. I don't even know what this is. I'm just gonna. I'm searching right now on Spotify, and I found an album here called Coffee Jazz. So I'm gonna grab one of these titles. I'm gonna throw it over here at my foo-bar, and we'll listen to it together. I don't know if it's good or bad. Could be terrible. We'll find out. Probably it's just gonna be some piano jazz or something. I think something different. Paste that in there. All right, here we go. All right, here we go, guys. Something different. That's the cool thing about this foo-bar thing. I can just grab any old tune off of anything and just throw it in there. Of course, my main concern when I do it is on the VOD and on the playbacks, Twitch will recognize, oh, that's a copyrighted song, and then they'll mute the VOD, and then that doesn't work well on YouTube. But a lot of times, so long as it's not just the music playing, if I'm talking like this, conversating over the top of the music, then the bot that listens to mute music doesn't pick up on the fact that that's a song they should mute, because who's this crazy? Oh God, we got a singer in this one. Now I have competition. Okay, wait a minute. Let's pick a different song. I don't want somebody singing over the top of our talking. Hang on. All right, wait a minute. I should have typed in, let's try piano instrument. No, let me try this. Let me try piano jazz. Piano jazz, let's see. Cafe music, piano jazz, hot coffee song. I wonder what that sounds like. I need something that's lengthy though, not something that's like a minute 30 seconds. Hang on. Okay, let me see. If I don't take this off soon, it's gonna mute. So I gotta find something. What's this one? Night Sea. I don't know what this is. Let's grab this one. This is experiments in different music. All right, let me go back to something else while I switch this over. All right. What's this song? Let me grab something here. Boom, boom. Okay, this one here. What's this? There we go. There we go. Now we got some like coffee house jazz going on. I should put more of this kind of music on for our chats. What's that? I should listen to some German techno disco. Let me look it up. German techno disco. Okay. Maybe what we should do, right? Maybe what we should do, keep all the new viewers going, what the hell is this channel? Maybe I should like have a really eclectic collection of music. So it's not like all like synthwave or dark wave or synth, you know, or this kind of thing, piano music. Maybe I should have like put a synthwave in, follow it up with a classical orchestra music, follow it up with jazz piano, follow it up with German techno. People are like, what is the theme that he's going for on this channel? All right, let me look it up. German techno music. I'm just gonna type it in like that. Okay, I've got German electronic music. Let me see. All right, 1 second here. What I'm gonna do, we're gonna play music roulette. I'm not gonna listen to any of this. I'm just gonna grab something and I'm gonna put it in my music bars and we're gonna hit play, all right? So I'll give you some titles, guys. Okay, this is under the title German electronic music. All right? So I'll give you like 4 titles. Or I'll give you 3 titles, okay? Here's the 3 choices I'll give you. You tell me which one we'll pick and we'll listen to it together for the first time. All right, the first choice is comic. All right, comic or doppelkick or idiot. Which one of those 3 do you want me to grab and we'll listen to it? Comic, doppelkick, or idiot? Which one of those do you want me to grab? Doppelkick. All right. You sound like you know what you're talking about. Have you heard that song before? All right. I'm going to grab it right now. I've never heard this. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to put it in our music bars. It's going to be a big departure from Coffee House Jazz Piano. Are you guys ready? Here we go. This is Doppelkick by Siriusmo, Mr. Ozio. Gonna need chemotherapy after that. You ready? Are you ready? Do you guys know this song? I have no idea. What is this? Okay, here we go. It might be good. I don't know. Seems kind of chill, actually. Let me turn it up a bit. Sounds like a air raid siren that's been modified. It's not fast, though. It's slow, right? Maybe the beat's gonna drop. There we go. The beat drop. In before the bass drops, yeah. That's a little different. Okay, now, hang on a second. Had you chosen Idiot, let me put this one up. Had you chosen Idiot, you would have gotten this. Or, hang on. Is this the stuff that you listen to, Apple Tree? Why did you recommend Yep, Idiot. Apple Tree, why did you suggest German techno? Do you listen to German techno? Okay. It's kind of funky, it's cool. Alright, and had you chosen comic, you'd have got this one. Oh, I like this one. This one's cool. I think you're onto something here, old Apple Tree. You wanted to listen to something out there? It's cool. This one I like. I mean, they're all different, but this one's got pace. Because you want music, officially, you want music to start your stream that's like a little bit hyper, a little bit up tempo, because you're trying to get everybody ready to go, revved up. It's like a rally, right? This is kind of funky. High-pitched anime. Okay, okay, wait a second, Denifel. Fair is fair. Is there anime music? Could I look up anime music? Let me see. All right, let me go. Anime music. Oh my God, there's an album called Anime Music. All right. I'm gonna give you a choice of three. All right? Let me turn this down a bit. All right, I'm gonna give you a choice of three. Let me see, I gotta find some funny titles. A lot of these are in Japanese, so... Okay. I've got... Hair Bear Fanfare. Okay, that's your first choice. Hair Bear Fanfare. Or... Candy Magic. Or... Let me find something else. Some of these I can't pronounce. Or What's Up People. How about that? So I've got What's Up People, Hair Bear Fanfare, or Candy Magic. Which one do you want to hear? All of those sound like shit. You gotta pick, though. You gotta pick what? Candy whatever. Okay, Candy Magic. Okay, let me grab it. Let's see what it sounds like. All right, so this is going to be Candy Magic. Boom, add the location. Let me get it in the... put it in there. Okay. So this will be Candy Magic by Mini Me Mimi. This is Candy Magic by Mini Me Mimi. Oh, this song goes out to Denightful. It's a dedication. It's a dedication by Makatootie for Denightful. This'll be the music I'll be listening to on the 12th, right? What is this shit, says Apple Tree. All right, wait a minute. Now. All right, wait a second. Had you picked Hair Bear Fanfare. All right, let me see. Had you have picked Hair Bear Fanfare, this is what you would have got. This is like Japanese YTV. Yes! Go! We have the power! Level up! Patty, get out your roulette wheel! Okay, wait a minute now. Okay. I have no idea what she's saying. Okay. Now, had you picked What's Up People? Let me see. This is like door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. Had you picked What's Up People, you would have got this song. Oh, this is harder. This is anime? This is by Maximum the Hormone. This is on an anime album. Look, I'll show you. I'll prove it. Look, anime music. What's up, people? This sounds like German death metal. Oh my gosh. So you see, what I should do, right, is I should mix up my music for my stream. So you go from this, so like as we're talking, like the music goes from like this. To this. To this. To this. Okay, enough of that. People be wondering, what the hell are they watching? What the hell is this stream? And then we play Metro Exodus, a non-anime game. Or a non-chill game like Sunless Sea. That's 99% of the streamers on Twitch. Yeah, I suppose. There's a lot of people do that. They mix up their music. To be honest, none of those songs are really that bad. The Japanese singer, I could have done without. Just because I don't know what she's saying. So to me, it just sounds like... just no, like that. Those sound more like... I don't want to say music sounds like noise, because I love music, and most music, with the exception of country music and like squeaky voices. I love music except for those two exceptions. I'm not a country music fan. And I'm not a fan of like high-pitched squeaky sounds in music, like high-pitched Japanese women singing in languages I don't understand. Other than that, I pretty much like everything. A little bit of everything. And a lot of some things. Okay. Welcome to the stream, everybody. How are you doing today? Happy to have you here. We are playing Metro Exodus. What's that? Am I gonna like the music in Berseria? Really? Listen, I could pull it up right now, but I don't want to. I'm going into Berseria completely blind. I mean, except for the fact that I'll have to do when I get it set up. I'll have to watch maybe 3 minutes of it just to get it to capture on OBS. But I'm going in completely blind, so I'm not going to really know any of the music or the story or the lore. I'm diving in blind. I'm not going to know anything about it. So I hope you're here to witness the spectacle that will be. That'll be on March 12th. You know that Maggie Lou exists? Complete game spoiled. I know that she... Oh, really? What? Is that a massive spoiler that I know that there's a chick named Maggie Lou? Yeah, but I don't know any of the circumstances surrounding it. Unless it's like the whole story is based on she died and we're doing some adventures in her honor and then at the end we find out she's alive or something. But, oh, Kappa, okay. So not spoiled. Spoiled, not spoiled. Good. Well, let's get... That was fun. That was a fun departure into the wide world of Spotify and different styles of music and games in my game library and all of the above. I'm so tempted to do a... You may just see me pop on one of these days. I've got some days off coming up at the end of next month. I've got some vacation time. I'm going to visit family. And you may, depending upon what I'm doing with family, I may have some free time there where I'm actually not working and I'm not doing anything on that day with family, even though I'll be up where family is. You may see me pop on late night or at a different time period. If you're around for a chill stream or something, I might just sit and chill and play some Hollow Knight or some I might try out that Sunless Sea game or something down at the end of the month, the end of March. You may see some extra streams from me. So don't be surprised if you see my Quicks Arcade went live at a weird time. It may happen. I want to do more streaming with you guys. I want to hang out for longer on my streams and do more streams. It's just my work schedule makes it almost impossible to do more than I currently do. But when I have vacation time or days off, I'm definitely going to jump on and do some stuff. I may do some... I won't do main game stuff. I'll keep whatever we're playing. Like, for example, we're doing Metro Exodus. I'll keep that for our regularly scheduled time, because there are people that watch the VODs that don't want to miss out on some stuff. They don't want to miss out on all the deaths, which are currently at, let me see, currently at 125. I started yesterday's stream with 80, wasn't it 80? So 45 deaths. I died 45 times getting that mission done yesterday. I could have just run through that really quickly with my gun blazing and AK'd everybody down and just completed the mission, because really it wasn't that hard a mission. It was just going from one spot to another and pulling a lever. That was the whole mission. But I made that mission fun by trying, at least for me, maybe for some of you, by trying to be sneaky about it. And I was bound and determined to accomplish it, and we did in the end. We did. Let me get the game started. We did. Let's get started on the game. I managed to get there, get the train across the bridge. So, catch anybody up. Where we are now is we're back on the Aurora with our wife Anna and with the crew. Duke, remember the guy Duke who had the outpost that we ran up to before we went on the bridge mission? He was basically hanging out in a little train car with a little house on the top of it, a little thing, a makeshift shelter that he'd built. And remember, he had a workbench and a place to sleep. He was with us on that mission. He died. We assume that he died on the mission. He may not be dead. Somebody had to hold the lever to lower the bridge while, press an E, I'm pressing E, come on. There it goes. Did it skip it? I don't think, we're gonna have to watch the beginning again. For some reason that press E to skip doesn't work. It's okay. Somebody had to hold the lever to lower the bridge. And Duke was the man. So we left him behind. We got on the train passed through the bridge, we jumped out the window, we landed on the train, we got across the bridge. Duke was left behind with all of the bad guys shooting their guns off, and we assume he's dead, but we don't know if he's dead. They spoke in the game, some of the lore, the dialogue in the game was, it's a shame Duke had to die, but we don't really know if he's dead. And that's where we are in the game. So I am assuming that the train is going to move on to a new area, a new map. We'll probably have to get the binoculars out and highlight points of interest. The undone question marks on the other side of the bridge, I doubt we can go back and do those now. We may be able to go back and do those, like if we wanted 100% or something. Once the game is completed, they probably open the map up for you to travel back to those areas. I don't know how the mechanic works, but there'll be lots of stuff in the new area to explore, I'm sure. So let's dive in, let's get lost in the new missions in the new world. And I also want to see if they're going to give me any kind of reward for that mission, because I have no chemical supplies. I got virtually no scrap metal from the end of that mission. So unless they give us a reward, I still can't make any bullets or health. Let's see. I'm hoping that they do, though, because the last mission we did, they did. Here we go.
We left Volga behind. The endless expanses of Russia stretch before us now. Regretfully, Duke was not destined to see them. Was his death a fault of mine? Was everything that happened on the bridge? It could be. It's a cruel world that we live in, and it's not our responsibility to fix it. We only wanted to pass through, and it was not my fault they screamed for blood. Their zealousness reminded me of the Metro, where people are indoctrinated into a lie. That the world is dead and there's nowhere to go. Anyone who questions it gets fed a different lie, that the war is still going on. Here it's electricity is a sin. Same difference, really.
So that's what we know, right? We know that none of these things are true. You know, that cult was blaming technology. Oh, they're not untrue in the fact that it was basically technology that destroyed the world, but it was the use of that technology that destroyed the world, the war. And then but it's a lie that it's a sin, and it's a lie there's nowhere to go but the Metro, and it's a lie that the war is still going on. And that's a belief that our father-in-law, Anna's father, still believes, that the United Nations forces are still after us. Maybe it's not. Maybe there are some remnants, but we haven't found any. And we were tuning the radio at the end of yesterday's cast. We were up above ground. We had that radio on our desk, and we were tuning the radio, and we were able to find 3 or 4 or 5 stations, some of them playing music, some of them talking about the politics in the town or the area that they live. So the idea I think they were trying to convey was that there's a lot of civilization out there, and that we've been living in this Metro underground for years not knowing it, and now we're discovering it. So it'll be interesting to see the new area that we move to.
I'm so sorry about Duke. He was just a boy, really. He kept asking me for advice on...
Well, by the way, Anna, my wife, right, my loving wife, she talks to me once in a while in like a loving tone, but not once in this game yet. Not once has she kissed me. She shook my hand and gave me a hug, and she's put her head on my lap. But God damn it, I'm her husband and I'm risking my life, and she can't even give me one kiss.
And how to become more attractive to a girl he knew. What to say to her. He couldn't wait to come back to her, proudly wearing scars and medals. Stay here for a bit, Artyom.
So I can sit down here, she'll put her head on my lap. And I can like stroke her a little bit.
This is great. I wish I could stay like this forever. Artyom, when you climbed those ruins back in Moscow, or with your radio, did you imagine our life on the surface at all? A home, for one. A place where we could live. A log cabin on the outskirts of a forest. Or how about a bungalow on an ocean shore? Oh, you know, there's something great in simply going anywhere like this, together, through the abandoned stations, the ruins, the wasteland, especially in our own private compartment. Thinking back, isn't this our honeymoon trip? It certainly feels like one, even though it's a bit late. We've only had some honeymoon sorties at best so far.
All right, so let's get up.
Alyosha keeps telling everyone
she's not
Duke
done.
Could have jumped off the bridge in time. The others are also holding well, but I just unraveled. Of course, I had friends die before. He wasn't looking for death, Duke. He did volunteer for the most dangerous missions, but didn't expect to die. He was looking up to Stepan. Dad, you, especially you. And he didn't die for nothing, did he? He wanted us to get there, to Yamantau. He wanted us to tell them about Moscow, how we survived there and still haven't given up, how we've been hiding it for so long. But when I think of it being you, and not even knowing for sure, I'd never be able to live through it.
But you won't kiss me.
So, you think I should just let it all out? I don't think that would make me feel better. I've been thinking, back home, we buried our friends at home and avenged them at home. That home and life there sucked. We were kept there with chains. No, even worse, with lies. And now we are looking for a new home. But here, it's someone else's home, and we are not invited. Right. I've got to get myself under control. Go. Dad wanted to see you.
Okay, so now... No kiss. Nothing. No kiss. Anything else to say? No. I'm not so convinced that when they get to Yamandau or the Ark, wherever the place is, the survival shelter that has all of the political leaders and the other survivors that they didn't know existed until now, I'm not so sure they're going to be so happy to find out there's like a bunch of people living underground in the metro, and I'm not so sure they're going to welcome them with open arms. It may not be the promised land that they believe it is, but we'll find out, I guess, right? So now, there were some things here. I could sit here. This is what I was... Okay. This book is kind of interesting to me. There's this book on the table that shows you diary. Here's all the letters, I believe, that we collected so far in the different chapters that we've picked up along the way. These are like collectible things. Then there's the crew. This is all, again, all the characters that we've met so far. That's a cool touch. Nice little touch they put. All these bits and pieces. The New World, Fanatics, Bandits, the Hansa. I really like that. The creatures. It's like all the creatures we've encountered thus far. Okay, we can get the names of these things now. So the rat creature's called a lurker. A shrimp. So there's two different kinds of shrimp. And it's not a catfish, it's a czarfish. A kingfish, a czarfish. Do you think Hob will manage to complete back-to-back Soulsborne run? Do you mean the God run? Is that what you're talking about, Appletree? Do I think that Hob will manage to complete the God run? If that's what you mean, I think for sure, 100%. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. For sure he will. He's already gotten close, right? He's already gotten to, what, 4 games? Almost 4 games completed? This is just called a demon. These giant flying mutants, comfortably occupying the position of the apex predator in the food chain of the poisoned wasteland, stretching above the tunnels of Moscow Metro, have, thanks to their enormous physical strength, speed, and aggressive demeanor, successfully settled a huge territory. That is hardly surprising, as there are very few animals capable of ever facing a demon. Those that could fight it one-on-one and win are even fewer and farther between, while a demon can easily fly away from any of them. Luckily, because of these strangers' strengths, the demons, like the large birds of prey of the past, prefer to live and hunt alone or in very small groups, and thus do not present an immense threat to a careful traveler. Except they have tried to attack us. Okay, the zombies are actually called humanimals. Humanimals. So those are watchmen. The watchmen are different from the lurkers then. Watchmen are probably fiercer creatures. What was the other one? The lurkers. What's the difference between the lurker and the humanimal? The lurker has a long tail and hair, like a mohawk of hair down its back, and the watchmen have a bumpy spine, not much hair down the back, and they've got a short little mouth with big round eye. The lurker has that's not much, a tiny eye. So the lurker has a tiny eye and a big ear and hair down its back, and the watchman has a big eye, a pointy ear, and bumps down its back. They're very closely related. They look very, very similar. Equipment. That's all the gear that we've collected so far. Night vision goggles. We just got those the other day. And weapons. The T-car. The revolver. The A-shot. Tin cans. So so this is just basically a journal of everything that we've picked up or collected so far. That's pretty cool. I like that book. That's a nice touch. Okay. And then we've got the radio here. We were messing around with this yesterday, and we discovered that there were a lot of there's a lot of areas out there. There's people out there talking to each other about situations. There's stations playing music. There's some other people out there. There's the ARC station somewhere on here. There's a radio station playing music even. There's a rock station too, if I remember. Yeah. So there's life outside of the metro, and it sounds like there's been life going on for a while outside of the metro. So I'm assuming that these are all now we're up on the train and we're traveling along. We're picking all these stations up. I imagine that we'll be running into more of that. Okay. All right, so let's go find the workbench.
How long have we been on the road for? I've been listening to the radio too. And there was not a single transmission about any occupying force. There's so much regular chatter. So many stories. Dad says all those are coded transmissions, that they all have hidden meaning, but why would they be so secretive? Why aren't they using this railroad? Why don't they at least control its key junctions? Why did they not install any roadblocks? If they are even out here. This is the main transport artery, after all. Maybe they are not here at all. Maybe they never came here, or they are already gone. Though, where to? Remember, neither Katya nor Crest have ever met them. Though we seem to be doing just fine even without them. It's like Middle Ages. That Silentius is treating people like slaves, getting them killed. I can't believe they had it worse without his lies, nonsense, and human sacrifices. And us? We had been living down there for so many years, fighting each other. And nobody even thought you could live outside.
Yeah, so we're learning a bunch of new stuff. We're discovering. We need to turn this radio off. Can I turn this off? It's making so much noise. Just find a dead air station. I don't think I can. So we better leave it on a music station then. Where's the rock station? All right, let's leave it there. All right, so let's go and explore this train. We talked to Anna. We gotta find our workbench. We gotta clean our guns. We gotta make some bullets. We gotta do all that kind of stuff. We gotta find out if we got any rewards.
Uncle Tokarev has already set his shop up.
All right.
Go look. It's so cool.
See-
Here, Uncle Artyom.
Hi, Artyom. See my new place? Fit for a king, I must say.
All right.
What do you think of this workbench, eh? Everything is within reach, yet there's so much space left. Most of the stuff you and the guys found outside and gave to me went into making this workshop happen. So thank you. We'll have to keep pitching in like this too. Looks like we're facing a long journey, and useful things like ammo or equipment don't grow on trees.
Okay.
Plus, the further from Moscow we get, the harder they'll probably be to get. So don't forget to collect all the materials you find to keep us going. There's so many things to do.
So basically, make sure you pick up
Decided
stuff.
I'm going to work on the suits, but I'll have to, and soon. And it's high time we fixed our uniforms. Some of our people are starting to look pretty ragged, you know? Duke's plate carrier didn't hold the back plate anymore. And he just kept joking about it. What was I? Well, I'll be working here from now on.
I wonder.
That's it. I bragged enough and won't waste any more of your time. The Colonel summoned you. Well, I have stuff to do too. You guys are fast to break gear, but none too expedient to fix it.
I wonder if it was possible to save
Uncle
Duke.
Talkative! Uncle Talkative!
What would you like to ask, Nastya?
Uncle Talkative, do you have a sewing machine?
No, I don't.
But how are you going to fix the suits then?
Well, like everyone else, I take a thread and a needle, and I use a sail stitch.
Wow, cool! Can you teach me?
I sure can, but later. I've got work to do.
Will you let me fix Sam's rifle strap?
Well, sure thing. Oh, but under supervision. Sam is so strict, you know.
Hurrah! And Uncle Sam isn't strict at all. He's kind.
All right, look here. I'll show you once. Now we do this.
I wonder if it's possible. I wonder
Yes.
I wonder if it was possible to save Duke on our mission. They keep mentioning Duke, like how
got to be
it's a shame he
careful here.
died.
See?
He was so young.
Got
They're all
that.
talking about him. I wonder if we could have somehow done something to actually bring him with us. It didn't seem like it was a cutscene. I didn't have control at the time, but it seems like
Yes.
maybe there was a possibility we could have saved his ass.
You have got to be
All right.
careful here.
So what do we got?
See?
Oh, they did give us a reward.
that.
Look at the scrap and chemical supplies we have. So first things first, we got to clean the gun. Well, we got to make bullets. Let's make bullets first. What good are clean guns? Oh wow, they gave us. No, I don't know. I had these bullets because I did a no kill mission, right? So I didn't use any of my AK ammo. So that's good. We should make some more shotgun bullets though, because they're handy in the field. How many do you want to make? They make 6 at a time. We'll just make some right now and see. Probably 30. Oh, you cap it, max out at 24. You can't make more than 24. Okay, let's make some AK bullets. Oh, you cap at 90. So that's good. That's interesting. So I'm capped on these. Must be, again, a Ranger Hardcore thing, is it? They limit me on ammo. So I can only have 24 shotgun. Oops. I can only have 90 AK. These bullets, I don't use them at all. These revolver bullets, I don't use them for anything. I should dismantle those. What am I using them for? I'm using them for nothing. I might as well have the scrap back. Right? Get all the scrap back for those. So I've got AK, and oh, these bullets. I need to make more of those. I don't know. Let's make. What do we cap? What's the cap on those? 60. You cap at 60. Okay, so I have the most ammo that I can carry. I now am carrying. Still got a decent amount of supplies left, so we should clean our guns, right? That gun is nice and clean. Or did I already clean them before the mission? I might have cleaned them all before the mission, and then since I didn't really use them, they should still be all clean then. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Unless they clean them for me at the end of the mission. I don't think they would have, though. Because I think at the end of the last mission, we had to clean them, right? So I must have done... That's what I did. At the end of the last mission, I cleaned them. And then this mission, we never really used them. So look how sweet they look. They look all nice and clean. I didn't pick up anything in that sneaky mission. I didn't pick up any gear at all. So they're already maxed out to what they can be. Just double check. Yeah. They're on the... Well, I could put a sight on my shotgun. That's about all I could do. Why not? If I'm shooting at a distance for some weird reason. All right. And then my Tika... I'm using the top level on everything, right? Yeah. I could put a laser sight on my Tika. Should I put a laser sight on it? Does that take... If I do that, though... Does that take it off of my AK? It probably does it? No, I still have a laser on my AK. Awesome. So I can have a laser on both. Okay, that's good. What about my regular gear? It's all clean. I got the latest helmet, my charger, my vest, my compass with my mission directive on it. Beautiful. Back to crafting. So I don't have any filters or med supplies. What's the cap on this stuff, I wonder? Let's see. Maybe we can max everything out. 5. So there we go. So I'm maxed out on all my throwables. I maxed out on my bullets. So now the rest, all the guns are cleaned. We're in about the best shape we've ever been in. We need an air filter for sure. So let's make one of those. Before I go too far, I better make some health kits. How many? Okay, we got to be careful here. Let's have a look at this. Chemical supplies is the most dear. So one med kit and 1 filter would be 50. So should I go with 2 med kits or 1 med kit and 1 filter? Let's go with 1 med kit for sure. I think all med kits, to be honest. Filter is 30. Do that. And another filter. Okay. How about that? So we have 3 med kits, 2 filters, and we're maxed out on everything. Right? Our guns are clean. There is nothing else we could do at this bench. Period. So let's close it up. All right. So they're sitting there. She's playing with the teddy bear. We found her. Anna's in the compartment. What's this guy's story? Hey, they're bringing the poster with them. Look. Remember this poster? They're bringing... That's like 86. What? Is this some chick we should know? Is this some Russian rock star? 1986. We should also check when Christmas was on this. When was Christmas in 86? Let's look. So I'm assuming January, February, March, like that, yeah. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So, okay, December. According to this, it was on a Wednesday. So according to this, in 1986, the signature is there too. 1986, Christmas fell on a Wednesday, if this is true. Got the socks hanging up. Oh, this is the bath. Oh, there's that toilet again. Remember that toilet? We found that toilet with that. That's a really weird. Who would want to sit on that? I don't know. Okay.
A smoke break. That's good.
Oh, let's have a smoke break, boys. Maybe he'll say something to us.
Oh, this is one mean smoke.
Oh, we're toking it, baby.
This is rough. Well, nothing we couldn't take.
Let's have a little toke. It's dry.
Well, you're the right kind of guys. You, the Colonel, Duke, that guy did a swell job on that bridge.
They're talking about Duke
He's a
again.
good guy. May he rest in peace. Yeah. So, yeah, what did I want to say? Yes. Thank you. You people accepted me, and I'm a simple guy. I will pay that debt back, okay? So, how do you like it out here after your tunnels? Freedom, huh? Sure thing. So much space. It feels too empty to me, though. Just reeds and ruins and those damn mutants. Hate them. Phew. No, you guys are gonna see the government. So, Bratuха, don't be mad, but just tell me, what the hell do you even need them for? Now, of course, it might be interesting to take a look, but throughout all of my rambling, I only met 2 kinds of ex-government people. Dead ones and gang leaders. And let me tell you, the latter are much worse than your typical bandit. They just have to make a speech before doing something awful. So what I mean, I didn't really care about the government even before the war, much less now, when everything's long since gone to shit. So what for, really? I'm a simple man, Artyomich. I told I'm with you, that means I'm with you for the long haul. But I'd much rather find a nice place to live at than go see the government. Of course, they could give us luxury bunkers or something. Well, Artyom, you seem cold. Go get warmed up a bit, I'll smoke some more. I've stuff to think about. Or just stay. We have enough space now.
Okay, he's not going to tell me anything else. All right, that's just a little bit of lore. So he mentioned Duke as well. He's like, oh, it's a shame Duke had to die. Oh, well. I don't really think that there was any way I could have saved Duke, though. Because it was a cutscene. I didn't have control at all. He took, like, I went in the door and then it was all automatic until I jumped on the train. So I don't think I could have saved Duke. And I didn't even see Duke in the whole mission until that last moment. What did you say, Appletree? He looks... Hey, what's going on, Lippo? Nice to have you here. He looks like someone you wouldn't say you don't smoke to when he starts asking you. Yeah, because he looks tough. Look at the neck tattoo. Look at that neck tattoo. It's like a couple of... It's like... It looks like from the Civil War or something, you know, like one of those badges, one of those gold badges you see on the hats of the blue coats. All right. The crossed rifles. All right, so we did all of this. We explored this part of the train. We spoke to Anna. Am I able to have a coffee? No. We spoke to Anna. What's going on here? Oh, there's a book here. Definitely grab that. Let's see what we just grabbed. We missed a lot of the collectibles in this game, but we're not 100% running the game. But what did we just pick up? Let's try to read them as we go, though, when we find them. So it's probably this one. Daria, you were right. They really do grow at an enormously fast rate. I just identified 2 of the newborn litter we rigged last year and are adolescent now. This is amazing. Pack the recorder and the batteries. We're setting up shop here. It's a perfect observation spot. No, this can't be the one. What did we just pick up then? Okay, here we go. This is what we picked up. Nastia's letter. Dear Daddy, I write this so that you know where to look for Mommy and me when you come back. Because Mommy and I wanted to stay, but Silent has said we must go to the tower and leave this car, and I don't want to. I wanted to wait for you in the car, but Mommy said I can't. And Silantius said you won't come back because you failed the test of faith. He is a stupid liar because you never needed any test, as their faith is dumb. I remember you said so. Mommy said nothing, but I know she is waiting for you too. So please come back soon and take us away from these fools. I love you very much. Well, we found Daddy, right? We found Daddy. Daddy didn't make it. Daddy was a thief, right? He was in that one of the thief houses that we found in the old territory that we were. We have his letter somewhere here, don't we? Somewhere here we have the letter from him. I don't know how to... Moldy log, was it in here? He mentions, the guy mentions his wife. This isn't it, I don't think. No, it was one of the... Maybe it wasn't a... Maybe it was a tape. It might have been a tape, because I don't see it here in our list of letters. We don't have any postcards. I never found any postcards. Even though I've been exploring around. That's strange. You would have thought we would have found some of those. It's not like I'm looking super hard. It must have been a tape, but I know that we found... so Daria is the name of the little girl. That's Daria's letter. Okay. Where's Mama? Mama's must be out and about, walking around. Anything else I can take here? Nope. What's Anna doing while I'm gone?
So you're back.
No, I'm not back.
What other plans does our leader have in store?
I'll find out in a minute, Anna. I'll find out in a minute. I haven't spoken to him yet. Whose place is this? I can't go in. Oh, here's the guy's playing the guitar somewhere here. Can't go in. There she is. He's still working it. Boys, he's still working on her.
Artyom, come on in, have a seat. Stepan's putting on a live performance here.
So, Artyom, are you up for the jam? Come on, pick the guitar up.
We're gonna rock out, boys. Are you ready? Is he gonna sing? He's not gonna sing though. This game is really good at like immersing you, giving you some of the, you know, building an atmosphere. Okay.
Thank you, Stepan.
Any more you guys gonna say?
I'm sorry to ask, Katya, but Nastya's father, he's dead, isn't he? Does Nastya know?
He is. I tried keeping it a secret. Told her he left for the market. Around 3 days passed, and I still kept it in. I just sat there with a needle in my hand and didn't see anything. It was all black before my eyes. And then she snuggles up to me and says, "You should cry, Ma. You will feel better." Sieni used to say it. So I cried and cried. She knows. She knows it all.
I'm sorry, Katya. I'm so sorry.
Let me tell you how we ended up at the bridge. We used to live in northeast from here. Quite close if you go in a straight line. But it took us a month. Everything's bombed to rubble out there. Yermak asked me and I told him. Sieni used to say there were lots of military factories out there. Not just military, of course. General industry. And now you can't pass through there even with filters. The radiation is so high. No railway either, just crater upon crater. We were quite far, but our counter still went crazy. One route appeared intact. There was nothing to bomb. So we used that one, thinking we'd get further to the west, but of course they did not let us cross the bridge with the diesel. They said it was satanic. They were ready to let us stay if we gave them the diesel to cleanse it. So we stayed. And then we couldn't leave, even if we wanted. That old goat, Father Silentius, brainwashed everyone, so they would just pray and bow non-stop. They broke our diesel down with their bare hands and threw it into the river. Purification. And on top of it, they gave us trouble for not helping them. Ksenia went to check what was going on, and there were only locals there, because Silentius at the Skatina had sent our people away to test them. He said that if they wanted to be truly accepted, they had to defeat a demon. Ksenia went to stop them. But it was too late. He only found burnt rags. And then they sent him to do the same. He never came back.
Katya, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Well, you really didn't. What's done is done. It kind of got so glum in here. Perhaps you, Stepan, could play us something.
Sure thing.
So there we go. That's what we knew already, was that Papa was dead. I thought he was a thief, but apparently he wasn't a thief. He got sent out by Silanius to fight one of those demon creatures and got killed in the process. All right.
Well, guys, the Duke's never...
Oh, more of the Duke stuff. They're gonna hate me. They're gonna blame me for Duke's death.
Stop with this funeral mood. It is Duke we are talking about.
Do you recall how he came back from the library? Same thing here.
Well, yeah, that time he pulled a fast one on us. We had the drinks ready. Sam said everything. Was a good speech, too.
Thanks.
Well, that is true. Don't be shy. So, Sam ends his speech, and then Duke asks, "Where's my drink?"
So that is why I say we should wait.
You
He came back from that library. And this is nothing. We will pick him up on our way back.
If we leave to go back.
Oh, come on.
Well, I just think we should still drink to Duke's memory. And if he's alive, that's only a good omen. Sam, what do you say?
I'll drink later. Gotta finish cooking.
Okay. Let's drink!
All right, let's.
This my drink? Yep.
It's rough.
Yeah. Kinda rough.
I'm trying
By the
it.
way, speaking of omens, let's have a service for him once we come across another church.
Duke didn't believe, and having met Silentius, I'm also wavering.
Well, Salantir's god is definitely a lost cause. But I imagine Duke would like Valhalla. A paradise where fallen heroes spend eternity feasting and fighting. A good fit for all of the people we lost.
Yes, this is worth having another drink for.
They're gonna get me drunk,
To
boys.
our guys having fun in Valhalla.
All right, here we go. Maybe there's an achievement for taking every sip every time they say drink.
Hey guys, there's something I've been thinking about. What does everyone expect of this trip? Duke used to say that he just couldn't spread his wings back home. He was too eager to win that girl over with heroics. He thought that outside he'd have space for that.
And why did you come?
Well, my heart is aching for true romance. But in the Metro, all women want a solid relationship, a reliable husband, a real provider. Enough of that smug smile. It's unbearable. Not that I've had much better luck here so far. As soon as Katya came aboard, Stepan started cooing around her like a peacock.
This we know. This we know. He's in there right now, boys, with the guitar.
You should be happy. Katya is a tough girl. You'd be under her thumb in no time.
That is unlikely. I'm not the kind of man to upstage his friend in a contest for a lady. Especially when that friend promises to break my arm. I'll catch my stroke of luck soon enough. There in Yamantau, women from all over the country have already gathered, waiting for yours truly. How about you, Demir? What made you go?
Well, at first I just went along with you guys, the colonel. But even then I thought, this is my chance to make my dream come true. A chance to see Kazakhstan, my people. But first, we must come back to Moscow, because it isn't fair. People must know that they've put up with enough. They are free. They can live outside now. What do you think about that, Idiot?
I'm with you, Demir. Yet, freedom is not so simple. There was this freedom fighter, Che Guevara. He died under 40. Comrade Mao, whose book you've been perusing on the other hand, was a strict ruler but lived a long life.
Well, we should have expected that from you. Weird thing, though, is that you are called idiot.
I know. It's by his own choice. Because he's so fond of Chekhov.
Chekhov too, of course. But it's Dostoevsky for the most part, Sam, my friend.
Sure. I read the book too.
It's just that I mix them up a lot. Chekhov wrote about that son of Austerlitz, a wounded officer. Powerful imagery.
You are just killing me. How about you, Uncle Sam? Got dreams?
You know, I just want to ride my board again. Spark a joint up on a beach. Catch that wave. Deep inside, under a grizzled metro dweller, there's still a relaxed Californian inside me.
Ah, get out of here!
So you know, before Dad talked me into joining the Corps, I used to wear my hair long. He told me they'd make a decent citizen out of the total disappointment that I was, and sent me to college once I was discharged. I joined, and they sent me to the Middle East.
Wow, so do you hope your guys would pick you up? I don't see them around.
Yeah, I don't hold my breath for my guys. Once this mission's over, I'll submit my discharge papers. I'll reach the ocean, and there, find a ship maybe?
Oh yeah, just imagine it. You arrive on that ship and they go like, "Ah, the Russians are coming!" You are one of us now. You don't really need to go anywhere.
At least don't put your Ushanka on. They will sink you on sight.
I won't, though I will take my balalaika with me.
Well, who has any expectations for our reception at Yamantau?
Well, your expectations, Alyosha, are quite obvious, huh? Scantily clad junior officer ladies unrolling the red carpet.
Yeah, I'm a simple guy. How about you guys?
Well, I hope they will answer a few questions. For example, if there is not a single American within hundreds of miles from Moscow, save for our friend Samuel here, why stay underground?
I'd put it a bit differently. Did you, dearest High Command gentlemen, know that we in Moscow had to spend 20 years underground?
Oh, by all means, you can ask those while I'm enjoying my briefing with the junior officer ladies, huh?
I don't know. I'm in the mood for a road trip.
Oh, we got ourselves a true traveler here.
Yeah, we will have to live and see.
You are right.
All right. That was a lot of dialogue. Wow. So what they're trying to do, I think, because these games are coming from a book, right? Or inspired by a book. I think they're trying to build character depth in the game so that you're going to get an understanding and an attachment to these guys and their motivations and their interests, because they're probably not all going to make it. We're probably, you know, maybe there's going to be some more of this karma stuff. We don't even know if Duke is dead. I have a feeling, because this guy here, what was his name? Eloshia? I have a feeling he might be right, that Duke is going to show up again, that he's not dead. We didn't have control over that scenario, so they're forcing us to believe he's dead. He may not be dead. We didn't see him die. And the Sam character, the former Marine here, he's like the Western character. What's his story? How did he end up from being a Marine to living underground in the Russian metro with these guys after the war, after all the bombs dropped? We didn't really get that story, other than that he's from California, that he's a Marine. He used to be a long-haired, dope-smoking, hippie surfer dude, right? But we didn't really get how he ended up mixed up with all these guys. Idiot here is more of the realistic. He's the dreamer. And I don't really... What was this guy's name here? Demir? Demir? Is it Demir? He didn't really say a whole lot in that conversation. But I got a feeling that we did some things, right? Already. We got the teddy bear, so that was good karma. We got the guitar for... what's his name? I forget his name. The one that's working on Katya. So that's good karma. We went through that last mission without killing anybody. That's probably good karma, although we did kill a bunch of people before. It'll be interesting to see what kind of choices they give us and what kind of missions they give us based on our knowledge of these characters now. So let's go. Let's keep exploring. We haven't run into Daddy-in-law yet. He's got to be out here somewhere. All right, I had my drinks, boys. It's been nice. I gotta go find Daddy. Sam, thanks as always. Idiot, Alosha, Damir. I'm moving on. Can I play the piano? No. Why do I sound like a robot when I walk? Is that all the gear on my back? Okay, let's go over to let's find Daddy. We still got the engineers and Daddy to find. Can I jump off the train? I wonder what happened. Oh, so you can't. They got barriers up. What would happen if I jumped off this train? Science. No. They disable the jump button. All right. Is the workbench still here? Look, the workbench is gone. Can I go into these things now? I can. Haha. Oh, no, that's... I can't. That's the door. Okay. All right, let's go down below first and see if the engineer is down here. Then we'll go up and see Daddy. Nobody down here. I can shovel some coal, though. Let's put some coal in the fire. Let's get the speed. Let's put in 3 shovel loads. There we go. Nice. All right. They really, you know... They really do a good job of making you feel like you are actually here on the train. The sounds, the graphics, the interaction, the characters' dialogue is a little bit stilted and slow-paced. They could have made that a little bit more fluid, but it's still good. All right, let's go see Daddy. He's waiting for me. Is he gonna yell at me or is he gonna thank me? Hopefully, he's gonna probably yell at me because. He's gonna say you let Duke die or something.
Listen, I had a talk with the Ark. All thanks to Dokler. He got the decoder working. Ark, come in. Come in, Ark. Over.
This is Ark. Identify yourself. Over.
This is Colonel Svetoslav Nyomnikov speaking. I'm in command of a special operations force. We have received your signal and are currently heading your way. Do you copy? Over.
Yes. Hear you loud and clear.
Who am I talking to? How do I address you?
The Deputy Chief of Communications Department, Major Ivanov. A moment.
Oh, yes, Major. I understand that the checkup is in order.
Great, Colonel. Melnikov? Simply capable. I am sorry for the lack of trust, but, as you know, the situation is dire and the enemy is always ready to strike.
I do understand, Major, and I hope that you can tell the leadership that my people are true to their duty and will be at their full disposal as soon as we arrive. Over.
Thank you for the great news. How large is your force, Colonel?
I have a squad of the best operatives the Special Forces have to offer.
A squad? I see. Well, this is great. Great!
Yes, we aren't a large force, but we bring a message of extreme importance. We are heading towards you from Sector K6 Alpha. Do you have any data on enemy forces we might encounter on the way? Over.
Just a moment, I have to check. K6, Alpha, you say, as far as I can see, there have been no enemy encounters reported in the area, Colonel. I regret. I must end our conversation here, but know that we are waiting for your arrival. I am making my report immediately, and I am sure the Minister of Defense will be eager to see you.
This is a great honor. Thank you. Just a few words more, though. What is the general situation here, Major? Please.
Colonel, sir, you do understand this is classified information. But I do understand you. We are doing fine. Do not worry. Well, see you in the Ark. Over and out.
I serve the people. Over and out.
Oh,
so do you get this now, you doubting Thomas? I'm so excited, my hands are still shaking. The minister himself. This is incredible. By the way, Artyom, you should take a look at the map. As you can see, we are heading almost straight for the Yamantau complex. Katya and Crest tell me that the line there is in decent condition. Surprising, really, taking into account the number of priority targets there. So we can hope for smooth sailing from here, and right to the very destination. It's not even that far, but our speed depends on the state of the track. So I think it's going to take us quite some time to get there. So, Yermak, where were we?
We are approaching the Yamantau bunker, the final destination of our long journey. Direct radio contact with the bunker has completely dissolved Miller's resentment towards me for destroying our previous lives. He is eagerly anticipating the meeting with the Minister of Defense he was promised. Probably such things are important for a career officer. The people, though, are less interested. They are asking important questions. Where are the occupying forces? Why is there just wilderness and people gone wild around? What's stopping the government from restoring the country? What was being done in the last 20 years? Miller believes that we'll get all the answers. He will be pardoned, as well as Anna and I. And we will all return home to the metro.
So you guys get the same feeling I did on that radio conversation, I'm sure, that it's shenanigans, right? That guy is definitely not with the ARC, that they're probably an enemy group of bandits or some group of people. And Miller is a fool. Colonel Miller is lost in his dream of the ARC being this paradise that may or may no longer be there, and that we're heading into some kind of a trap. That's the feeling I'm getting. That's definitely the feeling they were trying to convey on that tape, and that Miller is lost in a pipe dream. And I don't know how much of that Artyom is buying. He's following Miller for now, but it sounds like there's trouble at the end of them there tracks. So will be interesting to see how this plays out. So we have now explored the train from tail to tip. We have listened to the tapes. We have restored all of our weapons. We are ready to proceed with the next missions and whatnot, and we're going to do that. But before we do that, I'm going to grab a quick break. I'm going to get a fresh hot cup of tea, use the bathroom, and we're going to come right back here. And I'm assuming that the next part of this is the train is going to stop, and we're going to explore the area known as Yamantau. So grab yourselves a drink, grab yourself something to eat, use the washroom, stretch your legs, all that. I will meet you guys back here in about 4 to 5 minutes, and we'll